Why did Don Lemon address his lecture about violence and race to white men and not even mention black men and not even mention Hispanic men? Because of the identity politics of race, right? White men are easy to blame, even though, again, we're third on this list. But let's talk about 1 and 4. Black men are the most violent in the United States. Asian men are the least violent in the United States. If we could have Asian male rates of violence nationwide in this country, 90% of all violent crime would vanish. If we really want to have an honest conversation about violent crime in America, shouldn't we ask what Asian men and the culture that surrounds them is doing that is so beneficial that there is virtually no violent crime in the Asian community compared to huge violent crime in the black community? I would submit to you that the culture of Asian success in the United States and the culture of drastically less violent crime is rooted in two things that we as a country should be obsessively focused on. More dads at home, more focus on education in the family. What if as a society, instead of Don Lemon making his stupid video, lecturing people, oh, white men, why are you so violent? The data doesn't even support that. Imagine if Don Lemon actually had the willingness to dive into the data like I just did and said, you know what this data reflects? Asian men are committing crimes at really minuscule levels in the United States. What can we do to help to drive down rates of violence all across every culture in the United States? Maybe we should look at what Asian families are doing. I'd love to hear someone address why I'm wrong on this. The data is clear. Black men the most violent, Hispanic men the second most violent, white men the third most violent, Asian men the fourth most violent. There's no real argument based on poverty because you could adjust, I think, Asian poverty rates with black poverty rates, and the rate of violent crime would still be virtually non-existent in the Asian community. There's no systemic racism unless you think that the United States is a country that's been built to favor Asian people. It's not white supremacy, it's yellow supremacy. Yeah, I don't think that's right.